So in this problem, we have a plane traveling at 212 meters per second, must come to a stop by the end of a long runway. So we have a problem here, so let's see. So one of the things that's given right here is 212 meters per second, must come to a complete stop, that's another important piece, by the end of a long runway. And it says what deceleration, so it's kind of the question I'm looking for. Be sure to include correct sign. Must the plane's brakes apply to the plane to stop in 30 seconds? So again, we have another piece of information right here. So in terms of our picture, obviously there's a picture already. So the given, let's look at the given here. We can see meters per second. And meters per second is always velocity. So the velocity in this case is 212 meters per second. And since this is the beginning velocity because it has to come to a stop, that's my initial velocity. And then the other given in here is that it comes to a stop. So that means my final velocity must also equal 0. So that's equal to 0. And then last but not least, 30 seconds, that's the time. So t equals 30 seconds. So all of these are my given. And since it's asking for deceleration, the question is, what am I trying to find? So what I'm trying to find in this case is actually deceleration sounds like acceleration. And the reason we call it decelerating is because the object is slowing down. It's going from 212 to 0. Sorry, I forgot my units on this one. Meters per second as well. And so acceleration is what I'm looking for. So now when I look at my list of formulas, the question is which formula will allow me to find acceleration if I have initial velocity, final velocity, and time. And the one that comes to mind right now is v equals v0 plus at. So when you plug all these numbers in, so now we're going to solve. V, of course, in this case is 0 equals 212 plus a, in this case I don't know, times 30. And then doing a little algebra, I have to subtract 212 on both sides. Subtract 212, and I get negative 212 equals 30 times a. So anytime you have a number after the variable, you can always put it in front, because as you remembered in mathematics, 2 times 3 is the same as 3 times 2. So I can just swap those things around. And since these are being multiplied, the next algebraic step would be to divide by 30. Divide by 30. And when we solve for a, plugging that into your calculator, that's going to be about 70, so it looks like it's about 7.06 or something. Yeah, something like that. 7.06 or 7.07. You can check it on the calculator. I'm pretty sure that's pretty close. Meters per second squared. So if I check that answer, checking my answer, plugging it in here, let's see if that's right. 7.07. Let's check it. And it is not correct. So let me go to my calculator. So I've got 212 divided by 30. 7.07. That's what I got. So oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot my negative sign. And so that's the reason why I missed it. So I apologize. So Control 2. I need a negative sign there. And that's the reason why I missed it. You guys should have told me I made a mistake on that. So other than that, 7.0. I was so focused on trying to calculate without using a calculator that I forgot my negative sign. Oops, almost forgot again. So I'll check that. And sure enough, what happened there? Continue. So negative, let's try that again. And we get correct. Okay, so negative 7. That's why it even said be sure to include the correct sign. So I apologize for that mistake. I need to be more careful. I was so worried about the numbers. But that's basically how you solve it. Look for the givens. What are you trying to find? The formula, of course. Plug it in, do some algebra. And then, of course, plug in the correct answer with the proper signs. And that's all for today. You guys have a good day. If you have more questions, give me a call or send me an email.